Alice in Wonderland A1 Chapter 1 The White Rabbit. Alice was sitting by the river. She was very bored. Her sister was sitting next to her and reading a book. The book had no pictures and no conversations. What is the use of a book without pictures? Alice thought. Suddenly, a white rabbit ran past her. The rabbit was very strange. He was wearing a jacket. He had a big watch in his hand. The rabbit looked at his watch. "Oh dear. Oh dear. I am late," he said. Alice was very surprised. She had never seen a rabbit with a watch before. The rabbit quickly ran away. Alice stood up and followed him. The rabbit jumped into a big hole under a tree. Alice jumped into the hole too. Down and down she went. The hole was very deep. Alice was falling for a long time. She looked around while she was falling. There were shelves on the walls. There were books, maps, and pictures. Alice saw a small jar on a shelf. She picked it up. The label said, "Orange marmalade." But the jar was empty. That is strange, Alice thought. She put the jar back on the shelf. Where am I going? She wondered. Am I going to the middle of the earth? Suddenly, thud! Alice landed on a pile of dry leaves. She was safe. She quickly stood up. She looked around. The white rabbit was there again. The rabbit ran away down a long corridor. "Oh dear. My ears and whiskers. I am very late," he said. Then the rabbit disappeared. Alice followed him. She came to a large hall. There were many doors around the hall. But every door was locked. "How can I get out?" Alice asked. Then she saw a small glass table. On the table was a tiny golden key. Alice picked up the key. She tried it on the doors. But it was too small. The key did not open any door. Then Alice saw a small curtain. Behind the curtain was a tiny door. She put the golden key into the lock. Click! The door opened. Alice looked inside. She saw a beautiful garden. There were bright flowers and green trees. "Oh, I want to go there," Alice said. But the door was too small. Alice was too big. She could not go through. "I wish I was smaller," she thought. She went back to the table. Now there was a small bottle on the table. The bottle had a label. It said, "Drink me." Alice looked at the bottle carefully. "It looks safe," she said. She drank it. It tasted delicious. Suddenly, Alice felt very strange. She was becoming smaller. and smaller, and smaller. Now Alice was the perfect size for the little door. But then she stopped. "Oh no," Alice said. "I forgot the key." The golden key was still on the table. Alice was too small to reach it. She tried to climb the table, but the table was too slippery. Alice sat down and started to cry. Then she saw something under the table. It was a little glass box. Inside the box was a small cake. On the cake were the words, "Eat me." Alice looked at the cake. "Maybe this cake will make me bigger," she thought. She took a small bite. What will happen next? Will Alice grow bigger? Or will she stay small?